Hello everyone, welcome back to Wayne's Arcade World. Or, more accurately, my 80s style retro basement. And we have another unboxing. Been a little while since we've done one of these. Today it's this guy. Happy New Year everyone. Well, happy as it best can be. So this was originally going to be a live stream. Now, not too long ago, I put out my end of year review video. Discussed all about my financials and kind of stuff going on with me and my family. Well, not long after that, the first Sunday of the year, our minivan got totaled. This video is not about that. If you want to learn more about that, there is a short that is out. I will link it in the description below. The search is continuing. We won't be getting anything new. It will be used. It'll be one of the newest vehicles I've ever owned. As I titled the short, this is definitely not the way I wanted to start 2025. But with everything going on between my minivan and the financial stuff, I have just not been in the headspace to do a live stream. Everything is going to be put here into this one long form video, kind of old school like the other Wayne's Arcade World update videos. Tonight we are focusing on this, the unboxing of my new Atari system. My main Christmas gift from the wife and kids. A coworker actually sent me a link to this. I did not know this existed. I do regularly keep up on the Atari flashbacks because they actually are still making that thing. They haven't released one in a while, but the Atari Flashback Gold, I think is the latest one, is not that old. And when my coworker sent me that link, one thing stood out immediately. Who made it? My Arcade, a name you may not be too familiar with, but you have seen if you watched any of my previous Wayne's Arcade World update videos, because they make these guys. Yeah, my little Gallica and Dig Dug games, which you can get for a very reasonable price on Amazon. At least the last time I checked they were there. They're made by this brand, My Arcade. And so is this thing. For as affordable as these were, they have been working great. The sound has been great. Their little TV is a pretty decent quality. I've had nothing bad to say about these products. The controls and buttons all work perfectly fine. And yep, the same company makes this. The 200 plus video game Atari retro video game system. I don't play these a lot, but I still have the original batteries in them. 2 wireless joysticks, paddle controls, and a game save option. Full HDMI. It's got like some RGB action going on the controllers and console. Now, it has some classics that, yeah, I have on a bunch of those Atari flashbacks. But again, 200 plus games from the Atari 2600, Atari 5200, Atari 7800, and Atari Arcade. The last of which I'm really excited about because now I can play Avalanche, the original arcade game of Wayne's Arcade World. Yeah, the first ever arcade game given to me as a gift by Pac-Man Pat, which started Wayne's Arcade World. Atari's Avalanche was definitely one of those games that not too many people have probably heard of. I mean, heck, it was made in the 1970s. It was definitely one of the earlier upright arcade games. It was black and white. There were multiple rows of rocks that would fall down, and you had to catch them with a paddle to give a little spice and color to the game. There would usually be 2 colored tapes to make the rocks look multicolored. Mine had it as well. I will post a picture right now. Shows you what the upright looked like and exactly what mine looked like. In 1981, there was an unauthorized adaptation of the game by Activision called Kaboom for the Atari 2600. That might be on this system, I don't know. And from what I've learned, it has very similar vibes and mechanics to Breakout. Needless to say, there's going to be a lot on here that I don't have on the Atari flashbacks. And this is my issue. I don't want to disconnect any of the old Atari flashbacks. I don't know yet if the new system has River Raid. And all the ports are used up on this thing. To TCL's credit, there are 3 HDMI ports and a composite, but they're all used up. Obviously no HDMI on this beast. I could try to find some funky adapter for this setup, but no. We're going to hook it up to our LG Dub TV, which is now exclusively serving Roku through this little dongle. I discussed that in a previous short. But we also have a Nintendo Switch hooked up to it. And yeah, I only have 2 HDMI ports on this thing. I thought there was 3, but nope, just 2. So I'm going to have to swap the HDMI between the Nintendo Switch and the Atari when I want to play it. Not a big deal. Alright, let's finally get to this unboxing. When was the last unboxing that I did? Maybe that open sign? That neon LED open sign that we have in Wayne's Arcade World? That may be the last official unboxing we've done. In long-form video format. It's been a while. A lot of tape. We'll have to go upstairs to get some batteries in a bit. Alright. Nice setup here. Alright, here is the setup. Definitely got a few pieces here. I'm not sure what this is. Definitely some instructions. Alright, we have the My Arcade Certificate of Authenticity. This certificate verifies that a bunch of letters and numbers, Gamestation Pro is authentic and genuine, created and produced by My Arcade. Pretty fancy. It looks cool. Guess I can frame it somewhere in the arcade. And yeah, this is the My Arcade Gamestation Pro user guide. Multiple languages. Cool. Anything else in here? Sounds like it. Frequently asked questions. Collect them all. Oh boy, what are these, Pokemon? Okay, so this is actually like, oh, looks like a poster. Oh, nice. Okay, so this, not Atari systems, but this is showing all their little mini arcade games, like my Galaga and Dig Dug. They also have some handhelds. There's definitely some others on here that I would consider getting. Burger Time is definitely one of them. Kind of thinking about getting a third one for a little while now. They also have, in that same little mini arcade form, another Atari thing as well as a handheld. Pac-Man, Galaga, Miss Pac-Man. I have a lot of Pac-Man things. Between just my regular systems and the also the little handheld things with the RCA hookups. Street Fighter, Mega Man, Space Invaders. And then the Data East looks like it has Burger Time and maybe some other games on here too. Yeah, I think that might be a multi-game thing. But I do see Burger Time on here. And this little tray just comes out like this. Put this to the side. And then we have controller number 1. Controller number 2. That's where some of the batteries will go. We have a pretty standard looking HDMI cord. And the system itself. A little smaller than I was expecting it to be. Something else in here. It's a USB-C to USB-A. So I'm not really sure yet what this is for. Alright, so what I'm reading from the instructions is we need 8 AA batteries, 4 for each controller. Not a big deal. But apparently the USB-C to USB-A cable is the power source for the console itself. The only problem I'm having here is that my Roku is using the USB port on the LG Dumb TV. So I need to figure something out with that. Maybe hook it up via one of my longer cords that I use for my phone chargers. So I gotta look into that now. We got batteries and our regular old phone charger. A temporary solution that I see no reason why this would not let us test it out. Per the instructions, setting up the console is the first step. The top one is the USB port that the Roku is using. The bottom one is the HDMI to the Switch. I will put that back when I'm done using it so the kids don't have to try to mess around with that, obviously. Alright, let's get this hooked up. Alright, HDMI is hooked up. Our USB-C. We should see some RGB, and indeed we do have some RGB. Nice. Now let's get some batteries in those controllers. I gotta say, so far with my limited experience with my arcade, I've been pretty impressed with the quality overall in those 2 little arcade machines, so hoping for good things here as well. Interestingly enough, it looks like both of these controllers also have a USB-C port, so if you wanted to, I guess, you didn't have to use batteries. Would be nice if the console could use batteries as well. Of course, just no one ever supplies the power bricks anymore. That's kind of annoying, but that's just the way the industry is going. But if I really want to, I can get another power brick from Amazon and USB-C cord. I probably have extra USB-C cords anyway. Not a big deal. It lights up. Good. Guessing it just automatically syncs up to the device itself. Also lights up. Awesome. Yeah, the RGB action going on is cool. This will be probably like the most RGB I've had in my arcade so far, huh? How about that? Does that not look awesome or what? And now all we need to do is switch inputs and see if this thing works. And yes, I do know that Atari has released a new console, one in which you can actually hook up old cartridges to. That is pretty cool. I don't really have any cartridges right now. I don't really plan on collecting them, so this fits me much better. All right, here we go. The moment of truth. HDMI 2. Oh, awesome. I just love the whole 8-bit vibe of this background. This is so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay. I'm not surprised at all to see something like this from my arcade, but here's a deal. It's getting kind of late, even for me. So my one goal for tonight is to find Avalanche, play one game, and then we're going to call it a night. But I can guarantee you we are going to dig deep into this system in multiple live streams. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. I don't even know if I want to start digging into the rabbit hole that is exploring all 200 games. That is probably something more suited for the live stream. Let's see if we can find Avalanche. Press A to proceed. Okay, very nice menu system here. Guess we are going to get to explore a little bit here. Break it down by category. Atari 2600, Atari 5200, Atari 7800, arcade. A lot of good ones in here. Has Centipede and Avalanche. 2 games from the original Wayne's Arcade World. Very cool. Paddle games. Multiplayer. We got 2 controllers. And it looks like you can do multiplayer with Avalanche. Awesome. And recent. What's bonus games? Alright, so we have bonus games here. I think these are like not official Atari games. Kind of reminds me of like those multi game things that you can buy like at Walgreens, you know. We do have multiple categories here as well. 8-bit, 16-bit, arcade, and multiplayer. Alright. Avalanche. Oh, I'm so excited to play this. Give you some information about the game. Picture of the game. Screenshot. Yeah. Alright, so A to start the game. Cool. Oh, yeah, look at that. That is beautiful. Yeah, my black and white upright did not look this nice. So besides the joystick, there's also this little paddle up here, which is what we're going to use for Avalanche. Per the instructions, we hit select to add credit. I do like that it has you add credits, and it's not just set up on free play. That is pretty cool. And start to begin. The panel feels pretty good. It's a little sensitive. It felt more accurate on the original arcade game. But this is a very difficult game to play when these rocks start getting faster and smaller. I am definitely going to be practicing this a lot on upcoming live streams. Yeah, I need a little more practice. Let's do it once more. Oh, man. I got pretty good at this game as a kid. Obviously, as expected. One final thing I want to look up here. In the Atari 2600 section, we do not have River Raid. So I guess we got to keep those old Atari flashbacks. We have 7 games from the 5200 and 10 games from the 7800. So not much there, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with this on upcoming live streams. Hello guys, it's the next day. Got a quick update, or actually I want to check a couple things here on my arcade Atari Gamestation Pro. Doing a little Googling, YouTube searching about this product. Oh, I gotta get my phone charger for that. 1 second. Alright, first thing I want to check real quick to verify we have the latest firmware. This was the biggest thing that folks were talking about on the review videos, is to make sure you have the latest firmware. We do. I know there'll probably be someone in the comments that's going to mention that, so confirming you here that yes, we do have version 1.30. That is good. Saves me a lot of messing around with SD cards and install files and all that. Taken care of. Very cool. And then somewhere on this thing... Oh, yep, there it is. I did not notice this last night. Over on this side here is a micro SD card slot. Because apparently you can put all the ROMs and games not only from Atari, but Nintendo, Game Boy, etc. So, yeah, that's good to know as well. Not an area I'm too familiar with, but I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Mainly because I am actually doing a collab. Well, the closest I've come to doing a collab on this platform so far with a friend, supporter of the channel. You might be able to guess who. But he is actually setting me up with something that is going to take care of all my emulation needs that I didn't even know I have. he's got something pretty exciting that he's setting up for me in Wayne's Arcade World, and we're gonna do a video together all about it. So I'm pretty excited. That's gonna come in a little while, probably closer to spring when the weather gets a little bit better. But definitely stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, I have read some negative reviews about this product here. Obviously, stuff I'm not going to be able to verify too much until I really kind of dig into this product and test everything out. And that'll be mainly, like I say, in the upcoming live stream. So, hope to see you there. I do enjoy seeing you guys and chatting with you on the live streams. And hopefully, we can get back to doing those fairly soon. Thank you for watching.